Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my October favorites. So I didn't get to do a favorites video last month for September because I was traveling. This is kind of like 2 months of products combined into one, and I am very excited. You guys are probably going to be surprised to know that a lot of the products in today's video are lip products. I tried so many lip products and I fell in love. So we're gonna dive into all of it, grab a snack, grab something to drink, and let's get into it. I start off with palettes. I usually don't have palettes in my favorites videos, but I really love the palettes that I've tried the past couple of weeks. Starting off with this one right here from Blend Bunny. This is the Sickly Sweet palette. I've posted a lot of TikToks with eye looks from this palette right here. This is not your traditional Halloween themed palette. It is a pastel palette that was released in the fall time, which is so interesting. But what's really cool about this is that this is Blend Bunny's first time doing a pastel palette, and I really love her take on this. She basically decided to make this palette kind of like candy themed, and I just think this is so perfect. And what I love the most about this is, one, it is the Blend Bunny formula that I know and love. It's very blendable, very pigmented, but to say that this is a pastel palette, these show up so true to color on the eyes. So if you're someone with a deeper complexion, I don't think you'll have problems playing around with this palette and really getting the colors to show up on your skin tone. I've had so much fun playing with this. I just knew I was gonna include this palette in my favorites video for this month. I don't know if you can see, but the cotton candy kind of has like a face, which makes it really cool and like eerie, and I love that. So this was a really fun release from Blend Bunny, and I have been thoroughly enjoying it. The next palette I want to talk about is this one from Danessa Myricks. This was my first time getting one of her light work palettes, and I'm so happy that I got this one. This was a birthday gift to myself, and it is such a cool and unique palette. I have had so much fun playing with this palette. I feel like every time I pull this palette out, I just get excited, I get inspired, and I just want to create looks with this palette. And I love the different finishes you get in here. You get 7 different, formulas and finishes, and this palette is just so unique. I love the overall color story of it, and I love the overall theming of this palette. This is basically a palette that's supposed to kind of, uplift you. As you're applying the shades, Danessa says to say the affirmations out loud, like, I am strong, I am centered, I am radiant, I am unstoppable. This palette is just such a great uplifter, especially when I'm doing my makeup and I look down to grab a shade and I read the name and I'm just like, wow. That just puts you in a really good space. So I love this palette and definitely was a favorite this month. The last eyeshadow palette I have in my favorites this month is the Beauty Bay Rich Rich palette. This I did not get to use on my channel. I haven't created any TikToks or, YouTube shorts with this yet, but I do plan on it. But every time I just want a nice brown smoky eye or just a nice neutral warm look, I'm reaching for this palette right here. This is such a beautiful palette. And I know when I do talk about Beauty Bay, a lot of the times I am holding up a 42 pan palette, but I do want you to know that they have this color story in smaller palettes. So usually when they come out with, 42 pan palettes, they always come out with like a 16 pan palette and 9 pan palettes. So if these bigger palettes is not your cup of tea, just know that they have smaller palettes. So I do have 2 face palettes that I have been loving, and this has been my favorite since I tried it, but it is the Made by Mitchell curve case, and I have the deep curve case. I am so happy that it came out with this product. It's so interesting because whenever I try new makeup, like I'm always trying new makeup and testing things out, I never know how much of a holy grail and how much of a staple it's going to become in my everyday makeup routine. There's not very many products that I'm constantly reaching for to where I don't want to buy another product because it's so good and I don't want to replace it. And this is just one of those products that I really did not expect to love as much as I do. Mainly because this is a glowy formula. It's not dewy. I would recommend setting this down, but it's not like dewy, sticky dewy. You know what I mean? It's more so of a glow. It it sets down beautifully. So I've been reaching for this every time I do my makeup, whether it's one of the blushes or whether it's one of the, you know, contour slash bronzer kind of shades. I'm wearing this shade today, Blend and Snatch, with a powder bronzer, but I love this. For this particular deep curve case, he included literally all of my favorite shades of his liquid blushes. And I own just about all of the liquid blush formulas. So it's just in a different formula, and I highly, highly recommend this. If you've never tried Made by Mitchell, curve cases is an amazing place to start. Also, he has like a lighter curve case and a medium curve case if you have, you know, a lighter complexion than me, but this is the deepest one. Now the other palette is this baby right here, the Patrick Ta Holiday palette. I really love the eyeshadow kind of toppers that he has in this palette. I think they're so beautiful and so eye-catching. They are messy. As you can see, my palette's really messy. I love using these to kind of like, you know, enhance the eyes a little bit, kind of like today, but I did use a different product on my eyes, which we're gonna get to next. But this blush right here, I've loved reaching for it. It's really vibrant and really punchy as a pink blush. I haven't really been reaching for this one right here because I feel like it's way too light for me, but I have been getting a lot of use out of this palette to where if I don't use this blush shade, that's okay, because I'm using the other shades so much in this palette. I think it's a really beautiful holiday release. Now, let's get into the product on my eyes. If you're curious about what this beautiful sparkle is, this is my favorite product to do looks like this. This will literally enhance your look and just make it look more like ethereal, eye-catching. It's from Made by Mitchell. It's his Blursh light in the shade Drip Drip, okay? Drip Drip is that girl. It looks like this, right? But it can be very intimidating, you know? But it looks like a disco ball. But what I like to do is take a little glob on the back of my hand and take a really fluffy brush. I don't have any fluffy brush in front of me. I'll just grab this one. And then I'll swirl my brush into the product and just tap it all over the lid. And it creates this really beautiful effect. I love it. And you don't need a glitter glue. They stick to the eyes. You get no fallout. I really, really love it. And I love it for looks like this when, you know, I want to keep my everyday makeup look, but I kind of want to go a little bit more, you know, a little more oomph with the eyes. That's the product I'm reaching for. But I do want to talk about some lashes since we're talking about the eyes. These right here are from Amazon. So at first I didn't think that I would really like these lashes, but I love these. This is my second little purchase of these. I am wearing them today. If you love like those really pretty everyday kind of wispy lashes, but still kind of gives a little bit of with the eyes, you know, this is my favorite brand. It's this brand right here. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but if you're ever looking for false lashes from Amazon, check out this brand. I also love using this brand for half lashes, but I just think this is so pretty. These kind of remind me of Kiss's Ruffle. So if you like Kiss's Ruffle, you might really like these. Let's like double back and go to a, you know, a couple complexion products. This right here, I have been using this every single time that I do my makeup. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. This is such a beautiful base for my makeup. I love this cream. I'm really contemplating getting the new Water Magic Cream. I know that there's more affordable options out there, but I just love this so much to where it's like, Plus, this has lasted me a really long time, probably longer than it's supposed to because it only has a 12-month shelf life, and I've been ignoring that, so it's bad, don't judge me. The seasons have been changing. My skin has been a lot more drier than it has been oily when the seasons change. Like when we get in fall and winter, my skin becomes a lot more dry. That's when the combo-ness comes in. I do want to give an honorable mention to this. This is my favorite foundation of all time. It's my #1 foundation. You know, if you're ever wondering what my #1 foundation is, it's this one. It's the Makeup Forever HD Skin, and I have been using, you know, my Danessa Myricks a lot and my Dior a lot, but for every single day, this is what I want. For the fall, the winter, the spring, this is what I'm reaching for. I want coverage, but I kind of still want it to feel really lightweight on the skin. I still want my skin to look like skin, and I still want my skin to be hydrated. So this is that product for me. The last complexion product before we dive into lips, this is the Beauty Blender Setting Spray. Now this is a setting spray that was really hyped up on TikTok. And I really wanted to try it out for myself to see if it was something that I would like, and I don't just like it. I love it. It is amazing. This is such a multi-use setting spray. So it, you know, it helps the longevity of my makeup. It primes my skin, refreshes my skin, and it kind of like finishes off my makeup. It just does so much to where this is one of those setting sprays where I will always repurchase it, you know? This has become like my Charlotte Tilbury, my Urban Decay, my one size, you know, setting spray, to where this is in rotation with always repurchasing when I run out. And there's not a lot of makeup products where I want to repurchase it once I go through it. So that really says a lot. Let's get into the lip products that I have been loving. These right here from e.l.f. e.l.f. came out with lip oils, and I'm so happy that they did. These lip oils look so luxe. They have a really big doe foot. They all have like a sheer wash of color as well. They do have like a minty kind of feel to the lips and like smell. Nothing like burning or anything like that. It's just a nice refreshing kind of feel and smell. So I really love these. I ended up ordering the other, I think it's 2 or 3 that I don't own, because I loved these so much, and I have been reaching for these a lot, especially on no makeup days. Sign me up. I've been loving this gloss right here from ABH. This is in the shade Deep Taupe. Really beautiful gloss. Smells like cupcakes. Smells really good. I love using this gloss in like the center. I don't know what is on my, I don't know what this is. I'm so upset because I love this sweatshirt. But I love using this with like a nude lip in the center. These last a while on the lips because they do kind of have like a little bit thicker. These two right here from Rhode, the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatments. I really love these. So this one is the strawberry one, which smells like strawberries. It smells so good, but it has like a clear, you know, it looks clear on the lips. But this one is one of the tinted peptide lip serums. Peptide lip tints. This one's in the shade Raspberry Jelly, and I feel like this one is the one out of all 4. I did put up a YouTube short, you know, swatching these, but I'll put it on the screen for you. I feel like this one has the most pigment with a one swipe swatch. So all the swatches you see are just one layer. It has a lot of pigment to say that I only had one layer on. Now for lip balms, like regular tinted lip balms, I finally tried these. This is the Naturium. I think that's what it is. But these are the Photo Glow lip balms. If these are not an affordable dupe to the Summer Fridays, I don't know what is. So these are $10 a piece, but they look so glossy on the lips. They are beautiful. I probably want to add some on right now, but I'll swatch this for you so you can see how glossy this looks. Look at that. It's so pretty. I think I'm going to add a little bit of this red one on top of what I have on. This one's in the shade Lychee, and they all smell like vanilla. So pretty. Smells so good. Just look. Wow. That just amped up my lip combo. 100%. And this is a lip balm that has like this gloss to it and this shine. I love these. So I ended up ordering the new collection. That's what sparked my purchase of these, because a lot of people were so excited about this new launch of these lip balms. And I'm like, what's the big deal? Let me know if I'm missing out on these. And I ended up picking up these 2 first because I didn't know that, you know, Amazon sold these. They didn't have the new cafe collection on there of all the nude shades, but they did have like the brighter colors. And I definitely think I'm going to end up with all of the shades because this is everything. They're $10 and they literally are just like Summer Fridays, but I feel like they're a lot more glowy and just glossy looking, and I like these. Speaking of Summer Fridays, I did want to include these 2 because I have been loving these as well. This is their 2 newest shades. This one is in the shade Mint, Sweet Mint, which literally is like, if you get a little bit of this in your mouth, it's sweet. Like, it literally tastes sweet. Just like a regular pepperminty kind of lip balm. It does, you know, go on clear. Now this one has a little bit of a tint to it. This one's in the shade Iced Coffee. This one you can get in their, you know, holiday set, but it smells like coffee. Like if you step into Starbucks, that's what this smells like. Like that smell of like coffee and just fresh brewed caramel frap. this is what it smells like. So I've been loving this. It smells really good. And I don't even like coffee. Okay, the last two products I wanted to talk about are fragrances, and I have two that I've been loving. This one I always pull out. This one is my go-to fall scent, and I finally have pulled this back out for the past couple of weeks, and every time I go out, I get compliments on this, and people are asking me what am I wearing, and I'm just like, yeah, this smells really good. Like, it's just kind of like reassuring. It's like, yeah, girl, it's smelling good. You're smelling good. It's the Kylie Eden Juicy Apple. Picture yourself biting into a juicy red apple. That is exactly what this smells like. It smells like you're like going to pick some apples, you know. I love the smell of apples. Like in here in this room, I have like, you know, the Bath and Body Works plug-in. I think it's called Picking Apples or something. I have the soap that's like picking apples. I just love that apple smell for fall. It just puts me in the fall mood, and I love this. The other one is from Giorgio Armani. This is the C, but this smells really good. This is a yummy night out kind of fruity scent. This is more of like the amped up version of a fall nighttime scent. If I'm going to a party, this is what I'm reaching for. It smells so, so, so good. But those are my October favorites. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts down below. What have you been loving? And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.